Hi, I'm Dave.
I'm Marie.
And we're the Old School Soulmates.
Today we're going to do a haul video. We've gone to Goodwill over the last week, and we don't, because we work full-time other jobs, sometimes some of this stuff will pile up a little bit. So. This last 6 days. So as you see, Goodwill bags. First pair, this is a pair of SAS Free Time. These are the men's version of the SAS Oxfords. SAS, great seller, sell for about $49.95. Again, our shoes are all $5.99 here in this area. Got to do the bend test on these to make sure they don't crack, because they do dry out, especially if you live in a hot climate. So that's that. You got to clean them, check them out.
How much do they go for?
$49.95. This is a pair of Bionics. These are women's Bionic sandals. These are real small. These are size 5, but Bionics are a good steady seller. Again, once you bring shoes home, you got to do your little cleanups here and cleanups there. And this has got a little mark here, but I know that comes off because it came off on my finger. So.
We'll do a video one of these days on how to clean shoes.
Yeah, yep.
How to get some of the stuff off.
Yeah.
So we saw these. We were walking out of the thrift store, and we actually saw them sitting in a pile of stuff to go back on the floor, I guess. And I saw the Bionic label, and Marie went over and checked them out, and
yeah,
ended up getting them.
That's the thing.
Anyway,
You
what
got
do
to
they go
look
for?
everywhere. Those are probably $29.95 maybe.
Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
not bad. Usually a little lower than what we normally like, but
They're solid. They sell quick.
Bionic sell quick. Yeah.
Yep.
And we sell them on Amazon also, and they sell just like that. So
This is a pair of Johnson & Murphy, Suede, Kilty, Tassel, Brode loafers. So kind of an odd shoe. We bought these just really because they were kind of unusual, but these are Johnson & Murphy, made in the USA. An unusual shoe. I haven't sold one of these, but the comps look like they're about $39.95. Very little wear, and always press right in here and make sure they're not worn out, and those are solid.
What are these things?
These are heel and toe guards. When you see those on shoes, one, the person took good care of them and it really limits the wear, so it's very helpful.
Right,
when those
shoes
are on
usually get worn down on here, and what I do is I set them like this. You can tell there's not a lot of wear on those.
Nah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So, what are these things? What did you say these go for? Maybe
Probably about $49.
About $49. Yeah, not bad.
Johnson Murphy's a good
$6
brand.
$49.
They're a good solid brand, not big dollars, but solid sellers. Another pair of Bionic. These are Bionic slide sandals. Same thing. Look for the wear on the bottom. Yeah. You know.
They have nice. This one's in pretty good shape, really.
You want to make sure the footbeds don't have, really bad toe marks, aren't dirty, Again, you just got to look for the, the cleanliness of the shoes. This is a pair of Michael Kors. Very interesting shoe. I had to look them up. They have a nice leather bow on them. Any kind of sneaker is going to have, that has this white around the edges here. You're like, oh gosh, those are dirty. Magic eraser, you see all kinds of different things that people clean it with. Toothpaste, this, that. I start with the least abrasive and work my way up till I get it clean. But this rubber always gets clean around the edges. So.
You can even use sometimes a real eraser to get some of these guys
real
out.
eraser.
Old school eraser.
Exactly.
So what do these go for?
I think they're going to get about $49.95.
Okay.
Yep. So I've not sold it before. This is a pair of Clarks. Clark is another pair of shoes you got to do the bend test on. Make sure that they're good and solid.
And about these, when we were looking at shoes, some of the key words you want to always think about is, the style of shoes. So what are these? These are mules?
These are mules. They're slides. They're called both clogs. All three of those terms go.
Right. So it's got a weave in it here too.
Got
So that's
a
something
weave
that you
there. It's adjustable. That's the good thing. Hook and loop adjustability. Never
Don't say the V word.
Don't you say the V word? Yes. So hook and loop, very adjustable for people. Again, another shoe you have to bend.
Yep.
We got these at we have a local thrift store up the street that benefits one of the church groups in the area. So we stopped there, and all of their shoes are $5 a pair.
Yeah.
So, yep. So we
So
just
these
peel
should
the
bring
sticker off and go.
about how much again? What did
Probably
you say?
$34.95, but they sell quick. Yep.
Yeah, Clark's, you can't go wrong. So remember these brands.
This is another pair we got from the same place, and we try to go there every couple of weeks. Mostly because we look forward to supporting our local thrift stores. They really do have some great programs that they pay for.
And they don't have what we call the disease.
Yes, where
And
everything
some of
is
these
so expensive.
Some of these thrift stores will see this and say, "Wow, that's
it's a
30,
Harley-Davidson.
That's $30."
Yes. So these are Harley-Davidson women's boots. They are very heavy. Exactly. You know, just a minimal cleanup. I always look to make sure they're not heavily worn, and they're not. You always look at the insides. Check the insides of the boots. Make sure that they're decent. Everything's good. You know, with these. And again, they charge $5.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Harley-Davidson. Now, don't get me wrong. Not all Harley-Davidson is worth lots of money.
A lot of money, but
most of it. I mean, look it up. But it's worth looking it up. That's for sure. And also, make sure they're in good shape, because there's a lot of Harley on the market, especially when it comes to footwear and stuff.
And anything that's got a knit lining like this, you're going to get pilling. Sneakers, different shoes like that. Unlace the sneakers, open it up, and take a sweater shaver to it, and you're done. So you don't have to worry about those. And they're a kind of like a nubuck, which you don't use shoe polish on. They're just a soft. Yeah. These particular pair of shoes here, Dave came across, I don't even know where, but there wasn't in the shoe section.
They were actually, pro tip here, bring out when they bring out the carts of different things to put on the floor, they have these little rolling carts that they bring out. Mm-hmm. And usually shoes come out together like in a big basket full of shoes, but for some reason there was these two pair of really dirty Chacos, and they're not that way now because Marie's cleaned them up, but they were just laying on the shelf. So always look everywhere. I walk around the store once just to keep an eye out, because sometimes people will try something and pick something up and then throw it away, throw it down because they decide they can't afford it, they don't want it, or whatever. So. And
there's some shoes that that you don't want to get involved in if they're really dirty. Golf shoes are extremely tedious to clean, so they better be worth some money, because that grass is unbelievable. Chacos, on the other hand, they get dirty, but Chacos go right into the sink with dishwater, and you're done. I mean, I scrub this a little bit, scrub the bottoms, and I mean, they don't need to be spotless because they're, but anything up top, all of these is like brand new again, because there was no wear on it. It was strictly just dirty. So and these are Chacos. These cost about $115 new for this pair of sandals. So
they're highly sought
after. I can get about
shoes.
$49 for this pair of sandals.
Yeah.
Not all Chacos bring that kind of money, but these ZX1s, ZX2s do bring that kind of money.
Right,
yep.
Stop. And cut. Check to make sure we're still filming.
Gotcha.
Yep, so far so good. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty, and action. Alrighty, well, here is something I've got a few of now. Polaroid one-step Polaroid camera. They're all over the map. I think this particular one's probably in the $30 range. It could be less, could be more. You can actually still get film for it, and the battery is actually in the film. So if you've got an old film canister, you can test these out by just putting a film cartridge, I guess is really the word for it.
Empty cartridge,
and it takes 600 film. And one thing to check on these is these rollers here in this whole compartment. Make sure that's clean. The film comes through that, comes out this slot, and it gets all gunky. And a lot of the older cameras kind of get gunked up. That kind of takes away from the value of them. But yeah, the flash will work. Everything will work with a cartridge that you plug in. So there you go. And you can test it to make sure it works. Even if you don't have film, you can still use an empty one for it. So, but yeah, they bring about, this one will probably bring about between $20 and $30, I would think. I've got a couple that some can get up into the $100 range. So always look them up.
This is another good brand to look for, and this is Joseph Seibel. Good solid comfort shoe, European comfort shoe. These have a little bit of wear on them, so I'm probably going to hit them with a little shoe polish. These are half price. So blue was the color of the week. So for $2.50, they're very comfortable and they didn't require much. So we're going to get those.
Really good shape. Again, like checking the heels out, and you see that they're even, they're equal, they're not. Sometimes one
No
shoe,
odd wear.
Sometimes one shoe will be worn more than the others, and you want to kind of stay away from those. We tried. Now, when we first started, we bought just about everything we saw that we thought had a name brand, and that, you know, everybody does it. But as we've gone on, we try to buy stuff that doesn't take a lot of work to clean, because I mean, you can clean shoes, you can clean any shoe practically, but is it worth it? That's up to, you know, what you think your time is worth. So if you spend an hour and a half cleaning a shoe that's worth $30, it's probably not worth it.
Right, and you know, if it's an Alden or a fancy men's shoe, then you know those can be. You can even take them to a cobbler and have them professionally polished. You know, but
so it may be worth spending $100 on some shoes.
Some of the shoes,
know,
yeah, it's
to
kind of
get
shocking.
it fixed,
You know,
because they're worth $500, $600.
Okay, I do occasionally buy ties, not very often, and I'm very, very selective. There's some better brands of ties. It's actually a few YouTubers that can really give you some great insight into the brands. But of course, Brooks Brothers and things like that. The normal high-end men's clothing lines. You'd be surprised that some ties are worth nothing, you know.
Right, and the nice thing about ties is they're small. They don't take any room to store. So if you're trying to do this from like an apartment or an RV, or if you're traveling around,
ties and
eyeglasses are great things to sell that actually bring a lot of money. We sold eyeglasses for maybe $100 or better.
Silhouette frames, especially.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the prescription because.
Yeah, but these are. Which one is that?
No, I can't even pronounce the name. I'm so bad. I call them the Zegna brand. They're a high-end suit brand. If you find them in the suits or slacks.
Like to ask Jim Butler. He knows how to say this.
How to say it.
Zinga. I don't know. We'd be late. Put it in the comments how to say it phonetically. Spell out phonetically and teach us how to say that. But yeah, that's a nice tie there.
Nice tie, and again, good suit brand and good pants brand for men. So if you can get high end for the suits, the ties draw the same amount of money. Like I said, stick them in a sandwich bag and you're done. And this is an interesting tie. Christmas ties, believe it or not, sell. A lot of times, a lot of thrift stores will have ties for 99 cents, and if you can sell it for $14.95, goes into a first class envelope, you're done. You know, but this is a Guinness tie, so we thought, you know, $15 for that. Nothing high end. That other tie might be a $40 tie.
Pretty nice tie though.
Yeah, and it's in excellent shape. You got to kind of hold it to the light to make sure you don't see any poles or anything in it. But yeah, and Guinness is a popular brand of beer, so you know. Sometimes those novelty things do sell, but not all novelty. Tabasco ties, they're cute and they're really interesting, but they just don't bring a ton of money.
And the two places to look at a tie is, this is the tag that tells you, usually that's sewn on the very back of the tie. It tells you what it is. So if it didn't say Guinness all over it, we would be able to tell, oh, that's a Brooks Brothers or that's whatever.
Right, exactly.
The other thing here is this little tag here down on the bottom. That's on a lot of ties. It'll show what the material is. This one is 100% polyester.
Of course it is.
The good stuff.
Yeah. And most novelty ties are polyester going forward. But if you'd be surprised, some novelty ties bring a lot, and some that you think wouldn't. You know, we have a Tabasco tie that's a New York City skyline, but it has the Twin Towers in it. Yeah. And that particular tie does bring quite a bit. Now, we do clothes as well, of course. Unusual and vintage. This...
We have to hold it out here together.
So you can see it.
That's one big old shirt.
That's a big old shirt. Way from the 90s, you know.
And don't hate us about, even though she's from Connecticut.
I'm from Connecticut, so yes, I'm a Patriots fan, sorry.
But we live in Tennessee, so go Titans.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know.
So it's a vintage sweatshirt, you know, unusual. People
cool.
love the vintage. Yeah. This is, it's just
Legends.
made by Legends.
Yeah, Legends
is
not a super high-end brand, but it's kind of cool.
But that's who made it back then.
Yeah, that's who made a lot of these things. So.
And you're going to get Nutmeg Mills.
And there's somebody out there that's just got to have this.
Exactly.
And if you're watching, shoot us an email.
Yeah.
We'll make you a deal.
And then what I got here is two. The only thing else left is, the other day I picked up 2 pairs of Skechers Shape-Ups. And I think in a previous video, I showed you how to check these because they will just fall apart. This rubber here, you know, make
this
sure.
disintegrates right in here.
Right, and they will just completely disintegrate. So The black ones sell very well because a lot of people wear these to work in restaurants. And this little silver pair here, and like I said, you just got to make sure that they're good quality. And I think that wraps up our haul. That wraps up this video. If you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see in future videos, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.